All right, day 44. It's gonna be awesome. Let's do the day 44 thing. What the shit? I'm just gonna leave that in. We're gonna roll with that. That's cool. Cool. Yes. Hi. I don't know how to dress myself. And full disclosure, I did actually literally just get this shirt in the mail and I was so excited to wear it that I just pulled it on to come out here and talk to you. So, oh no, I took the tag out of the back. I'm good. Cool. Yeah. My shirt actually doesn't have anything to do with the pour today. Although now I think I shouldn't have done it this way at all because I could have made my shirt about the pour today and I didn't. I'm going to tell you all about the pour and the new awesome theme that we're starting in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 44 of 365 days of soap. If you're new here, hello, welcome, nice to see you. You're here for a cool day because we are starting our Marvel-inspired soap line, which is going to be awesome. Like just across the board. Yes. Now, if you were around for the live thing a couple days ago, we did all the blind scent tests for this line, right? So we have 20 of them because we are doing 20 awesome superhero guys and girls and aliens and things in 10 bars. So we are doing 10 mashup bars. And today we are doing Thor and Loki, which is cool. Now, specifically, the Soapprentice is doing Thor and Loki because we decided with these 10 bars, I do 5, she does 5. And the scent blends, again, they're all 2 cents per bar because we're doing 2 characters in 1 soap. And all of the scents for this are from Flaming Candle. I have never worked with Flaming Candle for any soap making endeavors. And so I'm super excited to see, what comes of all of their scents. And I'm really hoping that they're all awesome and work out really well within the soaping environment because it's the Marvel inspired line, guys. It has to be epic. But, speaking of epic, we should definitely go to the Soapprentice's pour because she's always epic at all of the things. Okay, so it's day 1 of the Avengers line, and we are doing Flaming Candle for this series. So we are doing mashups because it's fun. So Stormwatch and the Olive Branch will be going into this soap, which is a mashup of Thor and Loki. Now, the reasons for the scent selections are actually kind of obvious in this one because Stormwatch and like the picture on Flaming Candle's website had thunder and lightning. So Stormwatch, Thor, God of Thunder, and maybe lightning. Just kidding. And Loki, the olive branch, because that's hilarious because he's always extending olive branches, but they're never, ever real. And I don't know, I thought that was funny. That was the one that the Soapprentice, when she saw it, she was like 10 out of 10. That's the best for sure. Now, this is the Soapprentice's bar, by the way. So for this series, we are doing 10 bars, which is a crap ton of bars, kinda. But we actually had ideas to do like 30. So the Marvel series may end up being kind of long, but she had sketched out some ideas for mashup bars, really. And I loved that. And I went, well, let's do that first. And so we are doing 10 bars, 20 superheroes, and, mashing them up in one soap, 2 different scents. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild, wild time. So with these 10 bars, the Soapprentice is taking 5 of them, and I'm taking the other 5. So very excited for that. Now, this is the Flaming Candle with all of this is a brand new scent company for me. I have no idea how long they've actually been around, but I have literally never used them. I will, look them up and we'll talk more about the scents and whatever, in the next bit. But as the Soapprentice is mixing up her beautiful jet black colored with activated charcoal soap batter, we'll, move on to the next piece and talk about Flaming Candle there. Okay, and the Soapprentice is pulling out that cat's cradle thing that we bought from somebody. God, who did that? Somebody tell me who makes these, and I'll link it in the description so you guys can go get this, because it's a really cool tool. I like it when I'm working on those angles, for sure. But she is getting that out for her pour. Very, very interested in seeing what she does for this one, because I don't think I ever actually saw a drawing for Thor and Loki. So I'm interested. Oh, we got some mica lines that are going down too. That's awesome. And while we are watching her do her thing, let's check the soaping notes for these 2 scents that we're using and see what we're working with here. Now, as far as price points go, I really, really do like Flaming Candle's price points. They're very similar to Nature's Garden, and their scent out of bottle is very, very strong, as you guys, saw in the thing. So this is a type. It is based on a Yankee candle scent. So it's a dupe. And the notes are oceanic, ozone, crisp, watery, salt. Cool. Soap and lotion safe, no vanillin, no ethyl vanillin. Oh, that's cool. They have both on that. That's awesome. And liquid in bar soap at 11.66%. I like it. No actual soaping notes for this. So that's cool, but you have a ton of information just by all of that. So good. Love this. Now for the olive branch, which is again awesome. That's that's awesome. I love that one. It looks like the olive branch is also a type. So that is a lush scent. Okay, this musky floral opens with citrus highlights of fresh lemon and sweet orange. Green herbaceous tones mingle with a fresh fantasy floral accord at the heart of the fragrance. Warm earthy accents add texture. The base is a complex of rich musk. Okay, cool. Yes, musk, hint of vanilla, inspired by the lush scent. Cool. Top notes, orange and lemon. Middle, green, fantasy floral, earthy. Bottom, complex musk, vanilla. Soap safe. No vanillin. 0.6% vanillin. And 71.43% usage amount in liquid and bar soaps. Cool. No actual soaping notes. Awesome. But, as you can see so far, she hasn't had any problems with either one of these scents. Now, these are very interesting scents to pair with each other. One is very green and one is very, blue, like ozone-y. So I go with blue. And it's very cool. I'm really fascinated to see how all of these mashup soaps end up, working together. Because, that's fun as shit. And, the Avengers are fun as shit, Marvel in general. And so, awesome. All good things. Yes. And that's cool. So some of these might be really weird, but I think this is going to be a really big winner for sure. Now, I was actually just reading my phone while she was doing the thing. So what layer are we on? Is this number 2? Did she flip it? I could go back and look, but I can also just watch this beautiful batter and how it's not accelerating, not ricing. Actually loosened up the batter a little bit when she put in some scent. I love it. This is great. I love that for sure. So looks like she's going to be working with, you know, the Thor colors and the Loki colors, as well as the, oh, she didn't put the scent in. What is wrong with me? I have no idea. Everything. All of the time. But she's working with the Thor and the Loki colors with this, which totally makes sense, right? Some of these mashups are going to be actually kind of complicated because a lot of the characters have like very similar colors. Like Black Widow and Hawkeye, it's black. What the hell do I do with that? That is my mashup bar, by the way. So that will be an interesting one for sure. Ooh, I love that mica line. That's pretty. All right. And I'm wondering if she maybe thickened this up a little bit before the pour. Let me check the unedited. She did. She took a stick blender to it to thicken it up a little bit after she put the scent in, so it will firm up faster in the mold. So smart. Love that. Don't know why I cut it out. Oh, I cut it out because the video is already longish. Cool. What do you guys think about long videos? I personally love long form content, like really so much. But I don't know. Try to keep the videos for the soap, you know, around 20 minutes. Look at all that powder flying everywhere. Good thing we're all still masked up, so that's good. But yeah, no, Thor and Loki, obvious mashup, right? That's the most obvious mashup ever because they're brothers. And yes. So I really like, well, both characters. With it was impossible. Like when we started, we did this giant list. And by we, I mean the Soapprentice. She wrote out the giant list of all, like, these are actual Avengers, these are Marvel, you know, not Avenger specific, but just Marvel characters, and you know, this is how they're all connected. And she did this really intense thing with it, and I was just so here for this. Like, I love that. That's awesome, because we're both the type of people who have rewatched the entire like Marvel Cinematic Universe various times in various ways to tell the story in some kind of way. So yeah, it's cool that she kind of put it all on some like serial killer, you know, sheet of paper, connecting all these dots and lines and arrows and all the things. And yeah, no, Thor and Loki, I like them both a lot. I really do love Loki. I low-key love Loki for sure. Because he's just, I mean, he's the trickster god. He provides some really annoying interest. And he was hilarious in Ragnarok, which is actually my favorite Thor-based movie, Ragnarok. I love it. It's so ridiculous with Jeff Goldblum and this crazy-ass planet and, you know, Hulk that's forever Hulk. Like, it was cool. It was a great movie. That's like one of my favorite movies to put on to fall asleep to at night, which is weird. But I love how she's been doing a lot of different slanted layers going on in this soap. And adding the silver for Loki and the gold for Thor. Right? I always second guess myself. When I say words, I'm like, oh wait, is Thor gold or is he silver? Loki has some silver, right? Because silver looks great with green. I don't know. Doesn't matter either way. It's just there. For some of these bars, I think I'm going to put the actual inspiration piece in, like the picture that was found on the interwebs and what we were sort of going off of as a result, because that's fun. But for this particular one, I didn't do that because she didn't have that. Like I said, I didn't see a mock-up for this one at all. She did not have one already drawn out for this. So, you know, I'm watching it for the first time right along with you guys, which are always my most favorite soap videos, like ever. I've been wanting to do something with other soapers where well, never mind. I'm not going to say it because then somebody might take the idea because, you know, totally. That's just a thing that people would steal in the world, which is ridiculous because it's soap. There's no whatever. Anyway. Yeah. So with this, just a bunch of slanted layers. The batter has been really good throughout all of this. The original footage on this, the unedited footage, was like 48 minutes long. So she was waiting for a long time in between pours to pour the next, you know, section, the color and scent, and pour the next section. So It's a really good batter for this. For all of the Marvel soaps, we did use the swirls mix. And let me check. Yep, that is still the same recipe formulation of the swirls recipe that I gave you. So if you're wondering, you know, what all of the Marvel soaps contain, that's it. It's cool. That's the one that has like argan and apricot oil in it because I'm bougie as shit. Yep, that. And I think it's going to have just one more layer on this guy, right? We're kind of running to the end of her soap container, I think. Yeah, let's go with that for sure. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm actually just looking at Flaming Candle's website right now while also looking at the screen. And so I'm like super distracted because, you know, I just see a scent. And I'm like, ooh, what's that one? What else can I get from them? It was kind of daunting. It was kind of intimidating to get 20 different scents from an unknown company because, like, what if they sucked, you know? And what if they were terrible to soap with and whatever? That would have been terrible. But luckily that didn't seem, as far as the scent out of bottle, definitely not the case. Very, very strong, very, very lovely scents. I don't think there was a single one that I didn't like. And so far, so good with these two. They're soaping beautifully. And I don't know if you've noticed, but she is only putting, you know, olive branch in certain pieces and Stormwatch in other pieces, which totally makes sense because one is Thor and one is Loki. Will it matter in the overall of the bar? Probably not. That's not the way saponification really works. It kind of pulls from everywhere. And so the scent is going to be really just a nice blend all the way through, but it's just that extra little piece of awesome that we put into, you know, soaps to make it more, you know, us, I guess, really. And that's cool. So the last layer of this is going to be her black layer on a little slant too, I guess. Oh no, she put it up there to finish because she was scared. Okay, got it. She didn't want it to start smooshing, sloping down the wrong way. Cool. I love this. I'm so excited to see this cut, actually. There's a lot of different slanted layers going on in this with a lot of different colors and a lot of mica lines, and I'm super interested to see what this cut looks like because there's just a lot going on here. And also, it's Thor and Loki. That's cool. There were a number of ways that we talked about doing these mashups, and a lot of them were really, you know, kind of complex. It's like we started talking about we're doing another theme, actually, after this one, and we started talking about what we're going to do, and we started drawing it out, and then we would draw some stuff out, and then we would leave notes on each other's drawings, like, but how do you accomplish this, though? Like, how does this work? And so we had a number of those for the Marvel thing as well with some drawings. Like, yeah, that's a cool idea, but how do we do that in soap form? And, you know, sometimes we can figure it out and sometimes we can't. So it's like, well, maybe we should change the design. And I have had people ask me about, you know, what themes I have found to be the most difficult to, like, turn a theme on, right? Like turn a soap on. And, oh, this is fun. So it's both of them together on the top. It's the gold and the silver. That's awesome. I love that. And honestly, the real answer to what themes are the hardest to do, those would be, the answer to that is themes that you're not into, right? Themes that you are not into. That's the whole ass answer to that. If you're not into Marvel and you just want to make like superhero soaps, but you're not into it, well, you're not going to do a great job on it because your heart isn't into it, and people are going to want to talk to you when you're selling the soaps about the actual like movies and things, and you're going to be, or even the comic books, like my brother, God, every time we talk about superheroes, he immediately goes to the comics. And I'm like, I didn't read the comics, I watched the movies. And so we have a different type of fandom there. But anyway, point is, if you're not into it and you've never experienced either, well, you're going to have a really shitty set of soaps that, you know, don't really capture the theme very well. Anyway, let's go check out this cut. Okay, on to the cut, and I need to change that title screen because it just said TH and not OKI. So that sucks. I will hopefully remember this by the end of this. But those angles look really cool. I'm very interested to see what the layers are within all of this. And true to Georgia May fashion, she's going to make us wait. Oh no, we're gonna get to see the end pieces. That's cool as shit. Look at that. Look at that. From the middle of the bar, always her choice right there. And that looks amazing. So we have the lighter and the darker gray, the two blacks, the green and the red. I understand that you know colors too, but I'm just looking at this all and talking. I love that. I think that's really cool. She has it's very symmetrical with her two like triangles in the middle there. Those look really beautiful. All of her layers are really, yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That's a nice Loki bar. Because it can't be called Thor or Loki. Like, you have to be careful with stuff like that. That's something that, you know, people have asked me too, as far as how you can do themes or whatever. First thing is you check all of the names and things that have been trademarked. Yeah, that's first. Second, avoid things like in this particular instance, you know, putting like shields and actual logos associated with the peoples on them, and then you should be fine. I mean, this is inspired by Thor and Loki, you know, it's not whatever. So we'll call it the Loki bar because it's a mashup, and I love that. And I love these bars. The scent actually on these together, really very nice. I think it's extraordinary. Again, it's a lot of blue and a lot of green. So it's a lot of clean. It makes it a very good unisex, very clean, soapy type scent. And I love it. So that's a great way to kick off the Marvel inspired line. That is day 44, Thor and Loki from the Soapprentice, also known as a Loki. So first off, obviously the Soapprentice's bar is gorgeous. And you knew it was going to be because the Soapprentice is good at all of the things. And it's amazing with all of her very good lines and slanted layers and gorgeous across the board. But also using olive branch as a scent for Loki. I mean, I thought that was funny, and I hope you did too. I don't know. My sense of humor is actually pretty shitty, and most people don't get it, so sorry if you don't think it's funny, but I thought that was clever. Yes, if you are interested in any of the Marvel soaps, you cannot get them until the end of this series, so it's going to be a while. Sorry. But, you know, it'll be worth the wait, because these are really fun projects that we're doing with all of this, and I'm in love with this for sure. If you would like to get any other soaps, yeah, there's a lot. It's soapandclay.com. Go check it out. I mean, not a lot. Actually, we're sold out of quite a few things, but there's stuff there for sure. Yes, go check that out. If you're interested in seeing, you know, who else we do for the Marvel line, subscribe to the channel. Become a Sudser. That would be epic, and it would make me do a literal happy dance. For those of you who have subscribed, hey, Sudser, thanks for making me do a literal happy dance. Each and every day, I appreciate all of you, and I would not still be doing this if you did not exist. So, thank you. I'm out of here for today. Again, thank you for joining me for another day of 365 days of soap. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.